1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hi guys, it's Halaina and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. Happy April. I literally cannot believe that we are already 4 months into 2024. Like, that's insane. But you guys already know we are in a new month, so that means we are back with another reset video. Today's reset video is going to be a little bit different than what my normal reset videos are going to be like. I'm not going to like do my nails or do my skincare, like be productive in like things that I'm doing. I thought that I would just sit down and have a little talk with you guys. March was a pretty crazy month. So for today's video, we're just going to kind of reflect back on March and a little bit of the beginning of April because we are like a week or two into April now. But this is my first like April video being posted. So, and I have a few exciting things that are coming up in the future that I really want to talk to you guys about as well. Just so that way we are all on the same page because I love to keep you guys updated in what is going on in my life as well. I'm very excited to film this video and it's like raining outside, so I feel like this is kind of the vibe of like how I want to do this video. So let's jump right in and get started. Feel free to go grab a snack or put this on in the background while you're cleaning your room, doing whatever, and let's just talk. Some of you guys pulled through with a little Instagram poll / ask questions thing that I posted on my Instagram story. If you guys do not follow my Instagram, make sure to follow it. It's at halaina.mason. Put it on the screen right here. I post lots of polls or like ask me questions things for videos all the time, and I did get a few, which is good. We're going to use those in today's video, but I post on there a lot so you guys can stay updated with like what kind of videos I'm filming, and even your questions could end up being in my video. So the first thing we're going to do is recap on March, but I thought that it would be a fun idea if I kind of just scroll through my camera roll and like look at all the pictures and show you guys pictures of my month that I might not have posted. And I also feel like that's a good way to reflect back because 90% of the things that I do, I'm always taking pictures. I have so many pictures in my camera roll. So I feel like most of the things that happened in March, which March was a pretty eventful month, so I think that going through like this will be a good idea. And I'll probably also do a little bit at the beginning of April, but I haven't really done much this month. So we'll see on like how I want to work this out. So let's go in my camera roll, let's go to the beginning of March, and let's begin. We actually started off March pretty good. On March 2nd, I went roller skating with my best friend, which was so fun. We got to take some pretty cool pictures on my sister's disposable camera that she has. I'll put these on the screen so they're easier to see too. That was so fun. We survived. It was actually a lot harder than I was expecting it to be because I've always gone rollerblading, not necessarily roller skating. And obviously I'm a figure skater, so pushing to the sides with like the blades with 4 wheels was actually a lot harder than I thought it was. Me and Gia did end up, like, I don't know what happened, but we grabbed each other and she went down and then she pulled me down with her and we ended up falling on each other. But the experience was super fun, and the place we went to was a newer place, and I definitely recommend going back there because it was really cool. They had a lot of like a little arcade section, and they played games like on the actual roller rink itself. So like if you didn't want to like play like the games that they had, you could go over and sit on the side. But if you did want to play the games, they had like specific group games. So if you had a group of 2, a group of 3, if there was 4 of you, and it was like if you fell, you got out kind of thing. But it was definitely very fun, and I do want to go back there and maybe with a bigger group of friends the next time. Going through again, March 4th must have been a really nice day because I took this picture. I'm pretty sure this was like the first nice day of spring that we've had. Spring has been not very spring at all, actually. We've had 90% snow rain a day that is randomly 75, and then it's snow rain. Welcome to upstate New York. It was literally 75 yesterday, and I woke up this morning, pouring rain. Still raining. It's like still warm out, but it's muggy. Because after it rains, it just gets worse. March 9th, I got to go shopping with one of my family friends. Our parents went out to dinner together, and she has a car and a license now. So we went around, we went shopping, we went to Ulta, we went to Sephora, we went to Target, we went to TJ Maxx. Where else did we go? Possibly Starbucks. I don't remember. It was the beginning of March. But that was super fun. We drove around for a while, got to hang out, which was nice because we also hadn't hung out outside of dance in a while, so that was nice to just hang out with just the two of us. On March 12th, my friend Ava and I decided that we were going to start this thing called TikTok Tuesday, which is where we make a TikTok every single Tuesday before hip hop, which is always so fun, and we like switch whose idea it is. So like, she wasn't there this Tuesday, so we didn't get to film one, but ever since that day in March, we've been doing one every Tuesday. So she wasn't there the past week. The week before it was my idea, so then it would be her idea, and the next week it'll be my idea, and then the week after it'll be her idea of like what video we make. But that is always really fun, and I always text her on Monday nights. I'm like, TikTok Tuesdays tomorrow, like what ideas do you have? And she does the same thing for me, and that's always very fun. So my TikTok and her TikTok will be linked below so that you guys can go follow, so you can follow along with TikTok Tuesday. On March 14th, we had a Thursday break because on Thursdays, we all go in between our break at dance, in between jazz and ballet. We have an hour-and-a-half break. So we always go to like either Starbucks and Wegmans or Starbucks and Panera, Starbucks and Chick-fil-A. We always go to Starbucks first. But this specific day, we actually all went, because normally it's just me, Emily, Keone, and Arrow, Connie, depending on the time. But this specific Thursday, we all went. So there's a picture of us in the car, and then we also went to Panera, which was nice because we don't always all go, because sometimes we have homework or certain people just want to stay back, or sometimes we DoorDash. But that specific Thursday we all went, and it was very fun. You guys are going to be so confused. You're going to be like, why does she look completely different from the last clip? Well, actually, at the last clip, my mom had just called me down because my best friend we had to go out to lunch for her birthday, which was today, so happy birthday, Gia. But she was driving me down to go to the place that we were getting lunch, and it was time for us to leave. So it is now way, way later in the day. It is now 9:40 p.m. And I'm going to finish this video off now because it's a Thursday, and I have to post this video tomorrow. So I still need to finish it, but I still look completely different from the first clip because I have been through an entire day with Gia, and I've been through an entire day at dance. But we're just going to pick it back up in the same place, except for I'm wearing a different sweatshirt, and my hair and makeup probably look wet. So pretty much picking it right back up at the same spot that we did right before I had to leave was when I got to fly to Miami, which was absolutely so fun. We were there for 2 or 3 days. We were there the 17th through the 19th, and we got to see my sister in her shows. We got to be outside at the fair. I got to take pictures in the pool. We got to go like outside in these little areas. These are also obviously going to be a lot clearer when I put them on the screen. But we also went to this super cool, this was on the 19th, this super cool like art museum, kind of with like lights and things like that. Literally so cool. That, and then these gorgeous pictures from the ride home. That's the text. Those gorgeous pictures from the ride home, which I will also put on the screen. But I'd say that Miami was probably my highlight of March, just because there are a lot of, like, I got to go on vacation again and be on another plane, which was absolutely awesome. I actually forgot to add this. Before we left for Miami, like literally the day before, my best friend and I went to go see Mamma Mia at our high school, which was super fun. Gia's cousin was in it, and she's also one of my friends, and I actually knew a few people that I work with that were in it, which was super good, and everybody did great. On March 29th, I got to meet my online best friend of 3 years for the first time, which was absolutely an amazing experience. We haven't got to hang out again since this, but this was absolutely so fun. We had such a great time. We went to go get boba after I had skating that Friday. My dad brought me. It was so fun. I already miss her. But we're trying to find another time to like hang out with especially with our birthdays coming up, but it was so fun. That was another one of my very good highlights of March. But I'm pretty sure that was it for March. Oh, and I don't have any like pictures from this, but on March 30th, I just have these pictures of fish that I took because it was my little cousin's 7th birthday party, which we went to after rehearsal on Saturday, and I had a bridal shower that Saturday. One was Sunday. I had a bridal shower for one of my old dance teachers that I got to go to, which was on Saturday after like a musical theater rehearsal, and then on Sunday was my little cousin's 7th birthday party. Now we're going to move into April, and in April, with our first hip hop class of the month, my friends and I got to choreograph a little combination. This was absolutely so fun. We had like 10 minutes and we had to put like 10 moves in and like put some choreography together, and then our dance teacher recorded it. It was so fun, and I feared that we ate it up. It was quite good. Not trying to brag, but I think we did a great job. Obviously, we're only a little bit into April, but April 5th and 6th, I had a competition in Rochester. It was a shorter competition, but it was super fun, and obviously like with it being the Rochester competition, there wasn't a ton of people there, but it was still really fun, and I got to take lots of pictures with my friends, and we had a lot of time in between our practice ice and competition, so in between those times we got to hang out more, which was amazing. On March 7th, I don't have any pictures, but this is like just really good news. On March 7th, I had to go to work, which I haven't really talked about work a lot, but for you guys that don't know, I recently got a job over Christmas break, so it's been like 4 months, which is kind of insane. But I started working at a grocery store. I love it. It's been actually pretty fun. I've made some friends, which is great. But on that Sunday when I was at work, I was looking at this theater company that was in Rochester called A Magical Journey Through Stages, and they had a program over the summer. They were doing Sweeney Todd, and while I was at work, my mom texted me and said that I was able to get into that. So I'm so excited to say that I'll be attending that summer program, and I'll be doing Sweeney Todd this summer for theater. I'm beyond excited. I'm so fun. My friend Addie is going to do it with me so that we have more of like a carpool, which will be great. I'll get to do it with her. They have in-person like auditions when you get there, so it's like you register to be in the show, and then once you get there, then they have like the casting and like what parts you're going to be put in. And I think that's in June. It starts at the end of June, and the first few rehearsals, because they're at the end of June, some kids are not out of school yet. So those first few rehearsals that are at the end of June go from 6 to 9 at night. But then once it gets into July and everybody is out of school, the rehearsals go from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we don't have to do it on the weekends, so I will still be able to come home on the weekends and work, which is good because I do want to still be able to make some money through the summer. Now it is time to answer some of the questions that you guys asked in my Instagram, so we're going to jump right into that, and which is the first question, which is what are some of your dream roles in theater? This is perfect timing for this because I recently actually just wrote these down. They are right here in my notes. So, I'm very okay with playing both a female and a male role, so these are both. Let me read them off to you. If you're unfamiliar with musical theater, go ahead and watch any of these musicals that I name off on this list. First, we have Karen from Mean Girls, JD from Heathers, Heather Chandler from Heathers, Catherine Howard from Six, Ocean O'Connell Rosenberg from Ride the Cyclone, Veronica Sawyer from Heathers, Tanya from Mamma Mia, Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice, the Girl Scout from Beetlejuice, Donna in Mamma Mia, Heather McNamara from Heathers, King George in Hamilton, Mariah Reynolds in Hamilton, and Philip Hamilton from Hamilton. Great. Literally any of those. Even just to be able to do any of those musicals, even if I don't get those roles, just any of those musicals that I named off, especially Mean Girls and Ride the Cyclone, I would literally be anything in those. Those are like some of my favorite musicals. Our next question is for you, what was your hardest part of March? To be honest, I don't even know. Like, I don't feel like there was anything that I super struggled with in March. Maybe the preparation for my competition. My skates are getting very old, so I need new skates pretty soon. And I was just like stressed out with like how my programs were going. The competition itself went okay, but I think it's more of the preparation like a month before the competition that always really gets me. But other than that, there really wasn't something that I was severely struggling with. So I'd say probably the preparation for the Rochester competition. But I mean, after the competition is over, I'm great, like it went fine. Next question is, how did you personally grow in March? I felt like March for me was kind of like a reminder month for me. March and end of March going into April was like an okay. We're coming to like the end of season of dance. We're coming to the most intense season for skating. All my competitions start to happen now. It was kind of like a reset. So I think I do tend to need reminders for like to reset and like get back into my game and everything. But like certain things were like popping in, and like I'd watch an old YouTube video and I was like, wow, like I was really doing this and my content was better then than it is now, or my dancing was this, or my skating was this, or my singing was this. So I just feel like it was kind of a reminder for me to start to get back where I need to be, which I'm feeling a lot better in everything that I'm doing now. I'm feeling more productive and I'm trying to get things done, trying to get my schoolwork done, trying to stay on track with like doing my workouts, trying to stay on track with my filming and keeping up content for you guys, because I know for a fact I only post on Fridays, and I think I only post twice in March, and I'm supposed to post at least 4 times a month. So I do want to start getting better quality videos for you guys, and sometimes filming these videos can help me because it helps me just like really get where I need to be and like having something to do, and not just like if I don't have anything to do and I'm bored just like scrolling on TikTok. Like I always know like, okay, this video has to be out on Friday, it's Wednesday, I need to edit this video. So just, I feel like maybe not have like automatically personally grown in March, but like the end of March traveling into April, I'm starting to feel that personal growth, which is something that I feel like I need to remind myself of a lot. To finish up our conversation about March, I would just like to say I'm super grateful for that month and everything that did happen in that month. I know I tend to have some ups and downs, but we're moving into a new month, which is what we're going to talk about now with our next question, which is what are you most looking forward to in April? Which I don't have a lot going on in this month, so I'd say probably my own growth and like working, like kind of what like the last question was, but working on me. Like seeing, okay, once April's done, what is May gonna look like? Because I do have end of April, May, and June are some really stressful months for dance because it is recital season, it's performance season. I actually have a show this weekend for dance, but it's not as much of a big one, where in May and June I have a musical and I have the full end of the year recital. And yeah, so I just feel like looking forward to not necessarily this month, which I know that's kind of avoiding the question by like saying what are you most looking forward to in April. I don't have a lot going on in April, so I'd say I'm looking forward to what will come out of April to get me to the next step and like what's going to happen in the future, and see how my own personal growth in April will lead me in the future. Are you excited to finish off this school year and off your sophomore year going into your junior year? Yes? No? That's like crazy to think about. Like, I don't know, I feel like sophomore is like that like perfect in between. Cause like freshman you're like, oh my god, like this is my first year of high school, like these are gonna be my next 4 years, I gotta start getting myself a check. Sophomore is like that in between, because I feel like junior is like, whoa, everything's coming up really fast, and junior year schoolwork is a lot of stress, and junior year is kind of like picking up the pace and where you need to be, and then obviously your senior year you're like needing to know where you're going to be. But it's kind of crazy to think about the fact that I'm going to be a junior and there's only a few many months. There's only a few more months left until the summer, and some of my friends from dance are graduating, which is insane, and I'm going to be going into my junior year, and my best friends are going to be going into their senior year. Kind of crazy to think about, but I'd say I'm excited. I've got a lot of good things going on in my life right now that like are things that will continue to travel into the next year. So I'm kind of seeing where those things will take me and what will happen, and I just feel like I'm in a place right now where I'm like trying to take everything and see how far I can run with it. Like some things that I'm with now, I almost thought about making a list about this, like making things right now that are making me happy or things that I really enjoy right now, and not checking back on them until like next year or a few months ahead, and seeing like, are those things still important to me? Do I still care about those things? Are those still even in my life? Like, because things can change pretty fast, but I'd say yes. I'm pretty excited. I think that it's gonna be a good end of the year moving into my next school grade, which is crazy. Junior just seems so weird. Are you sad that some of your friends are graduating before you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Me and my friend Ari and my friend Lily are the only three sophomores in the entire studio. So all of my friends that I dance with, 3 of my really close friends are all seniors this year, and then like 4 of my really close friends are all seniors next year. It's like insane to think about how fast this stuff is going by, especially because there's the people that I've been with my entire life and been dancing side by side with almost my entire life. So we try to avoid the question because we know that we're just gonna get upset about it, and we don't want to think about that right now. But the day of the recital, I'm gonna be a mess. I know 150% I'm going to be bawling my eyes out. This was actually asked by one of my friends that already knew that I was doing Sweeney Todd. So this says, when are you going to start prepping for what you have to do for Sweeney Todd? As soon as I possibly can. I'm already starting to learn the words to the songs and getting to know the musical better, because it actually isn't a musical that I already knew, but it said on the thing from the company that they want you to be very in touch with what the story of the musical is and in touch with the musical. So definitely want to be as ready as soon as I can. I'm going to ask my voice teacher if we can start working on like songs from it or really prepping me for it as soon as I'm done with my musical in May. My musical that I have at the studio is May 5th, so right after that I want to be as ready as I can be. That gives me a month and a half to really prep myself and be ready to like be ready for the in-person auditions, because even though I'm already in the show, I still want to aim for a good part. So I'm fine with anything though, but I want to aim for a good part. So yes, as soon as I possibly can get started on preparing for this, I want to start because I'm so excited. With all of this said though, this is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to reflect back on these past month and a half with me, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Remember to like, comment, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos. I love you guys so much. Bye!